Do you think you can tell whether a person is a serial killer or not just by looking at them? Well, let me tell you how these people blend in our community, what the difference between their brains and our brains are, and what may have caused them to be this way. When it comes to knowing if a serial killers are born or made, we might never know exactly, but criminologists and biologists have found that the environment and genetics go hand in hand to encourage the brutal behavior. They also found that killers have a 14.2 reduction in functioning of the right orbit frontal cortex, meaning they lack of this part of the brain that controls empathy, judgment, and forethought. A person is defined as a serial killer after taking the lives of three or more victims at different periods, which include the cooling off period, meaning that they wait a certain amount of time before killing the next victim. When killing, they search for psychological gratification, and many of these killers will rape their victims. They may look for something in common in all their victims, for example, the way they dress, gender, or race. Although most of these killers are male, it has been proven that 11% are women. And according to the FBI Behavioral and Criminal Analysis of the United States, which has approximately a population of 325 million people, there is about 2,000 serial killers in our communities. Even though studies have shown that the serial killers generally have an average of low IQs, many have actually completed more than a high school degree. For example, Ted Bundy, Michael Swango, H. Holmes, Harold Shipman, Christian Gilbert, Charles Cullen, and many more have a college degree and work their profession. Today I will show you a picture and tell you a little bit more of these killers. So this here is Theodore Robert Bundy. Bundy kidnapped, raped, and killed 36 young women and girls from 1974 through 1978 in 7 different states. He was captured in Utah in 1975 and charged with the kidnapping of Carl Drench, but later they discovered his involvement in other cases. He received 3 death sentences and was executed in the Florida State Prison in the electric chair in January 24, 1989, at the age of 42. This here is Jeffrey Dahmer. Dahmer was 18 years old when he began killing in 1978. He murdered a total of 17 young men. From 1978 through 1991, he was sentenced to a total of 15 consecutive life sentences. His killing involved necrophilia, cannibalism, and permanent preservation of the body part. Jeffrey was killed on November 28th of 1994 by a prison inmate. So basically, these are 2 of the serial killers that we've most heard of. If you have any questions, just ask below. Thank you.